The story opens 20 years in the past. A young boy named Troy is with his father, who has just received news that a gunshot wound has shattered his spine, leaving him paralyzed. Despite the devastating diagnosis, young James comforts his father, promising to find a way to fix him. He leaves a note saying he will find someone to help, marking the beginning of their separation. In the present day, the CEO of Titan Corporation, James' father, gives a press conference. He reveals that after 20 years of paralysis, he can walk again thanks to a revolutionary neural bridge technology. He credits the invention to Susan Cross, a star engineer, and announces a $10 million bonus to be awarded to her at the Christmas party. However, privately, the CEO tells his assistant that his primary goal remains finding his lost son, James. We see the adult James, who works as a humble maintenance man, janitor, at Titan. He confronts his fiancée, Sabrina Cross. It is revealed that Troy is the actual genius behind the invention. Susan gaslights him, claiming she did 90% of the work while he just did the grunt work. She dismisses his memories of designing the schematics as confusion caused by his own traumatic past. She sweet-talks him, promising they are partners and that she has bought a wedding dress, keeping him compliant for the moment the CEO's security team brings him a breakthrough. A blood sample from an underground blood bank matches his lost son's DNA. The sample belongs to a donor named James in the same city. The CEO realizes his son might be destitute, selling blood for money, and immediately heads to the location, hoping the fixer who cured him is indeed his son. On his way to the party, the CEO stops his car when he sees a young man, Jame, selling homemade cookies on the street side to save up for his wedding. They share a warm interaction without realizing their relationship. The CEO notices a distinct watch on James' wrist, a Christmas present he gave his son years ago, but doesn't put the pieces together in time before Troy leaves to get to the party. At the Titan Christmas party, Troy arrives expecting to celebrate with Susan. Instead, Susan takes the stage and announces that her success is due to her partner and champion. James steps forward expecting to be called up, but she calls out Josh Dalton, the nephew of the plant manager. She proposes to Josh in front of everyone, leaving James stunned. Troy confronts the couple. Susan drops her mask, coldly telling Troy she never loved him and only used him for his brain and patent. She and Josh mock James, calling him a loser janitor and a stray dog. Susan cruelly states her only use for him was his money and work, and now that she has leveled up, he is a speed hump she is leaving behind. The confrontation turns violent. Josh attacks James, knocking him to the ground and beating him while Susan watches with amusement. Josh pulls a gun, or threatens lethal violence, preparing to finish James off. At this exact moment the CEO receives the final confirmation of the DNA test. James is his son. Just as Josh is about to hurt James, the CEO bursts through the crowd, shouting, "Don't you dare touch him." He shields James, announcing to the shocked room and Susan that the janitor they are abusing is his son and the true heir to the Titan legacy.